And naturally, diplomatic relations with Pakistan took a nosedive.
Understandably.
And if you rewind just a bit more, in 2016, you had the Pathankot attack. That was on an Air Force base near the J&K border. Fewer casualties, 7 security personnel lost their lives, but the sources frame it as a major security failure.
Right. The idea that militants in Army uniforms could get onto a major airbase. That raised serious questions.
Huge questions about security protocols. And, it had real diplomatic consequences, too.
Yeah, the sources mentioned it really strained the ongoing peace talks between India and Pakistan at that time.
It did.
And they had to deploy the National Security Guard, the commandos, for days to clear the base. That tells you how serious it was.
It really does. Then, November 2016, Nagrota. Another attack on an army base. Again, heavily armed militants. 7 soldiers killed, including officers this time.
And what's the significance highlighted there?
Well, according to the sources, India really used this and other incidents internationally to keep highlighting the issue of cross-border terrorism allegedly originating from Pakistan.
And fast forward to the Poonch attack, April 2023. An ambush on an army truck, 5 soldiers killed. What did the sources suggest about that one?
There's a suggestion that this might point to a worrying resurgence in infiltration attempts, maybe particularly after the Article 370 changes. It definitely led to massive search operations in that area.
So if you tie all these 5 attacks together, what's the main takeaway based on these materials?
I mean, connecting those dots, the sources clearly show a sustained pattern. Significant terror attacks aimed squarely at Indian security forces in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly near the Law Sea.
And largely attributed to groups based in or backed by Pakistan.
That's what the sources indicate, yes.
Yeah.
And these attacks have consistently triggered major responses from India military actions, like we discussed, but also big shifts in security policy, both internal and external.